First, we're going to talk about how to decide on your platform. Second, examples of platform options. And third, I'm going to give you some resources to help you take action. So when I say platform, I mean, is it a PDF? Is it a video, an audio? What exactly is it that you're going to deliver? So the content was in the video before this. Now we're talking about the actual platform. Now before I dive in, you might be thinking, okay, so when are we going to talk about Facebook again? Because the whole Kickstarter program was about Facebook specifically, and now we're talking about opt-ins, and I'm not really yet tying it into Facebook. We'll tie it back to Facebook in Module 2, but first we have to set our foundation. That's why most people don't get results on Facebook, because they think it's all about Facebook. Everything they do has to be on Facebook. That's not really the case. We want to set a foundation, a marketing plan, and then incorporate it into Facebook to get the results we're looking for. That's how this all comes together. Okay, so again, we talked about this in the video before, but we want to talk about the lead magnet breakdown. Remember, there's 3 components when you're creating a lead magnet: the content, the profit path, and the platform. Now in this video, we are going to be focusing on the platform, but we will refer back to the content, because the content will actually drive the platform decision. Meaning the content will help you decide, okay, now how do I want to package this? How do I want to deliver it? That's where the conversation comes in terms of how the two actually are aligned with each other. So how to choose a platform for your content? Well, here's what you want to consider. 1, what is the easiest and fastest way to deliver the content? There might be a few options, but really think about this, the easiest and fastest way. What is your ideal audience's preference? Now here's the deal. If your audience is used to getting a coupon code or something to make their buying decision easier, and you send them a webinar, and they don't typically watch webinars, at least not from businesses like yours, there might be a disconnect. That doesn't mean you can't think outside the box, but be careful that you're delivering your content in a platform that will resonate with your ideal audience and will get them to do what you want them to do. So you really got to think about that. Also, what is most cost effective? The goal here is not to actually spend a lot of money to get people to sign up for your email list. We want to spend the least amount of money but still make the biggest impact with our lead magnet. I'll give you some resources to help you do just that. Okay, so some platform ideas. Now I created a worksheet for you that's directly under this video called the Lead Magnet and Paid Offer Cheat Sheet. And basically this cheat sheet is going to give you a bunch of examples of platforms that you can use for your actual giveaway. The resource will include all of these. I wanted to include them in the training here, but I also wanted to give you an easy way to download them if you wanted to print it out or look at them in a different way. So here are some options for you. I'm not going to read every single one of these, but these are all different platforms. They're ways to deliver your content. Now let's dive into these just a little bit. The ones I've highlighted here are likely the easiest ones to do. So cheat sheet, checklist, coupon, ebook, multiple video series, or maybe just one video training, a resource guide, and webinar. So as you can see, video series and video training a little bit different, where a video training might just be one video, where a multi-video series you take them through a few days of watching videos. These are likely your easiest ones. So if you're just starting out and this is all a little bit foreign to you, you want to start with some of the easier wins, and then you can create different opt-ins as you get better at this. I have a few different ways to opt into my email list out there now, but you got to start with one. Now these are the ones that are a little bit more either expensive or just more work, time and effort to create. Some of these are really good for high-end products, programs, and services. So if you're selling a $5,000 coaching program, you might want to offer a one-on-one consult call, maybe on Skype or just via cell phone, to those who opt into your list. If you're selling a high-end product, program, or service, you're likely going to need to do a little bit more work to get people through your funnel. So your email list doesn't have to be huge in order to make a really good profit, but it needs to be quality. And sometimes to get that quality email list, you might have to actually give a little of yourself in your lead magnet in order to get people to trust you, like you, and want to do business with you. So for high-end products and services, a one-on-one consult might be a good platform. Also, something that I'm seeing people do a lot now, I do this in my paid programs, but you can do this as a free giveaway. Start a private Facebook group. I have a good friend, Liz D'Alto, who started a private Facebook group all around just one topic related to her niche. And it was a topic that women didn't necessarily want to talk about publicly, but felt safer in a smaller group. So she started a free private Facebook group. You had to request to join, but first you can opt in, and then she could send you a request to join. I don't think she had an opt-in. That kind of gave me the idea to think that would be a great opt-in. People opt in, and then you give them an access code to your private Facebook group. The cool thing about that is you become that authority in the group. You're going to be the moderator, so they see your name and they see you comment often, which really can build some strong relationships. Just something to think about. More work for sure, but it just depends on your end game. Meaning, eventually, what do you plan to sell? Also, you've got assessments. They're more work to put together, but really valuable. Now, the look over my shoulder one is actually you're going to do something and literally invite people in via video usually to see how you do it. But this usually takes more work because there's a lot of pieces to it to actually teach someone how to do something or explain something. So it's kind of like a video series but a different take on it. So a little bit more effort there. Okay, platform tools and tips. I thought in order to make this really easy for you, I wanted to break down the how-to on some of the most popular platforms you can do. So I thought I'm going to give you some resources to get them created and really what's included in each of them. So the easiest thing to do is create a PDF giveaway, a cheat sheet, a blueprint, a checklist. You're probably sick of me talking about those, right? So here's what you want to think about. If you're going to do this, I'd spend a little money and hire someone with great style, like great design skill, and experience in desktop publishing. So desktop publishing is basically a skill that a designer would have to create worksheets and different checklists and all that good stuff that you might put into a PDF. So they could design your handout or worksheet in a way that it looks really good. You can use a desktop publisher to design your ebook as well. Now, if your PDF is a type of worksheet, you might want to make it so that people can type directly into it versus have to print it out and take notes. So if there's a section where you ask questions and you want them to type in their answers, make your PDF have fields that people can actually type into. A desktop publisher would know how to do that. And then upload your PDF to, let's say, your WordPress site or wherever you upload your documents so that you can make it downloadable. So when you upload a PDF to, let's say, your WordPress site, you'll get a URL. If you put that URL into your browser and go to it, it will quickly bring up your PDF and people can download it to their desktop. So you want to make it really easy to access. However, I would deliver your PDF via email so that people actually have to go to their email, they'll get an email from you, and there will be a link to instantly download the PDF. Remember, you want to get people used to opening up your emails because our end game here is to build up our email list and start using email marketing to move our new leads to become customers. So I wanted to show this to you. This is a project plan that I put under video 2 in module 1 as you create your lead magnet, and I broke it up into content, platform, and profit path. And what I did is you can actually type into this document. You could print it if you want, but if you want to type in your action item, your notes, you literally can type right into the document. So it makes it really easy for those that are getting your PDF to access it and really use it right away. So again, the best way to deliver a PDF of any kind is through a link in an email once people opt in. I'll talk more in depth about the email component of this in upcoming videos. You might want to create a 3-part video series. Now, if you want to do that, here are some things you need to know. Now, if possible, keep your videos short while still including immense value. So if you can really get to the point quicker, which is always a struggle of mine, believe me, I try with these videos, but the quicker you can get there, the better, because people don't have a lot of time to take in your free content. And if they're not consuming it, you're likely not going to get them to buy when the time is right. So make sure you're making these videos really easy to consume. In addition, deliver your video series on autopilot every few days. So you're going to give them a video maybe every 2 or 3 days, depending on how many videos you have. I wouldn't give them everything at once, but I'm going to show you an option that you could have, so stay with me. Now, in order to upload my